We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen is going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Allen coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Darnold. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Darnold. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 43. Red 80.
6-6. Pull it high.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Darnold to throw again. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Check four, check four.
Middle.
To throw is Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw is Darnold. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Darnold from the gun. He sets the fire. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Now it's Rosen. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Myers able to knock it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
In your face.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And this is caught by Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage again.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Ian Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Neal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Let's put that team on the clock.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To try again after the sack. Newton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Mike's it. Look at him. Mike's 5-4. Hey, tighten down. There you go. '54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Third and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Good job.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at Power.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, Swan. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Here we go. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Gun.
Again, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Pettis. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 1st down, Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 57.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
57 seconds, run. All day, every day. Red lady.
Darnold. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Great. Mike 51. Express. I got you. Go Mike 51.
Now they try the right side here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
20.
Off play action. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. He'll return it from the 6. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
50 seconds to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's that. 57.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, Echo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Darnold on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Darnold to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another 49er 1st down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Watch the safety creep. Ready? Shit.
X3, 218, chopper.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third-down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Gun.
Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. They'll find Metcalf. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. On third down, Goddard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.